And in wrestling right here, Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. It ain't no doubt. It ain't no doubt. Flair, bring that old cashmere coat out here. Gee, I love.
Can't help it that I'm custom made. I can't help it that I look good, smell good, can dance all night long.
A late night edition of Midday Sports with Rod and Lunch Crew. I got a special guest, Dev Lowe of Life Adventures. Man, how you doing today? How you doing, my guy?
I'm good. How you doing, brother?
Let's start with the outdoorsy stuff before we work into sports, and because our season's been over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been over like my first divorce. You know what I mean? So how's the channel been going, man? How the numbers been improving each video? How's that been going?
I mean, it's been going pretty good. The numbers have been flux. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll get good numbers. Sometimes, it'll be all right. Other than that, I mean, I'm still getting the watch hours and all that stuff, which is good. Still just putting out content. I know my shorts are getting a lot of hits, so that's good. But I mean, really, it don't really matter to me as much. I mean, as long as the people that I care about and are interested in watching that type of stuff, that's why I put it out there for. I mean, it's not. I ain't trying to do it for trying to be super big. I ain't trying to be like the next Joe Rogan.
But you know what I mean? You're speaking for yourself. I like some of that Joe Rogan money.
Okay? I mean, I would too, but
But man, so what's the latest video you did? What was it about?
It's G season, baby. All right, so I put out a video. It's called "It's G Season." It has to do with goats and gardening. Now, G season is really just gardening, but I also added in, the goats because me and my buddy, we're, getting the goat house ready. We're going to be getting goats soon. We had to, secure all the fences, make sure that was good, so we ain't trying to lose no goats.
So what are you going to do with the goats? Like make milk?
Everything, man. Everything.
You going to kill them?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the beef right there.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna do milk. I'm make cheese. Everything. We'll get the meat. I'm gonna do everything. I'm not. I don't waste nothing.
Hey, you trying to live off the grid and shit?
Yes, sir.
So man, let me get into my question, man, because I was watching some Joe Rogan the other day, man.
I love me some Joe Rogan.
This is my guilty pleasure. That and TikTok and some Instagram videos,
Mm-hmm.
where there's a lot of twerking. But that's another story. Because I'm trying to keep it corporate. This is not uncensored. This Midday Sports with Rod. So he was saying that sometimes bear meat is not good to eat because sometimes they can have the worms, like really bad worms in their gut.
I mean,
what you've been hearing about that?
All right, so I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna lay it out. So I would say bear meat is one of the best meats. Mm-hmm. Bear meat back in the day used to be the top rated meat besides venison, deer meat, right? There would be people. And when I say back in the day, I'm talking about 1800s, the mountain men days. They would prefer bear meat because it has a lot to give. One, you have the meat and it's close to beef. That's, obviously people like. Two, they're fat. So you can take that fat, render it down, cook with it.
Okay, bear meat will. Oh man,
you can take that fat, render it down. You can use it for cooking, like a oil,
like Crisco.
Yeah, lard, crystal, yeah, just like that. I mean, there's so many different things you can do with it. I mean, excuse me, and then you can also use their fur for rugs, clothing, whatever. Boots if you wanted.
I got this crazy guy at my job, right, man. He keep on trying to tell me possum's good, man. Have you ever killed a possum?
I've killed it, but I've never ate them. It's on my list, but I haven't done it yet.
What does that groundhog taste like, man? Because you a country motherfucker, man. What's that groundhog taste like, man? Does it taste like muskrat?
I've never had groundhog, but I've had beaver.
I would say they're like your cousins,
close.
right?
I would say they're probably close.
What does that beaver taste like, man?
Honestly, I really can't explain that one. It has like a muddy taste to it.
It's like an oily meat, like duck or goose.
No, it's not that. It's not like that. I mean, it has an oiliness, but it's not like duck. But it to me, to anybody else could taste different, but it tastes like mud in a way. I don't. Yeah,
I'm not a Marine, so I don't know what mud tastes like.
I eat the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, man. But real quick though, back to bear, because I want to let everybody know the one thing about bear and other animals that eat meat is you have to cook the meat thoroughly. Otherwise, you can get trichinosis. You don't want that.
So what you mean? How many hours would you have to cook?
No, it just has to be cooked thoroughly. You don't want it. It's not like beef where you can, go rare, medium rare. You got to cook it pretty thoroughly. You got to kill all the bacteria and stuff that's in it because you don't want trichinosis.
Trichinosis.
And so it's pretty much you're going to be in some pain.
How long does it last for?
Nausea, cramping, diarrhea.
Dang, no, nobody want that.
Yeah, I mean, you can get rid of it, but it's not fun.
So how long would you have to cook? Let's say a bear for like 10 hours.
Are you talking about a whole bear or just like pieces?
Let's say I cut a thigh off. You know what I mean, or a little bit of the leg off or something. How long would I have to cook it for?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna do like a roast, I would smoke it, so it's gonna take a while.
I'm just saying, we off the grid right now. We killed the bear. You killed the bear because I'm not getting close to it. You know what I mean? I'm scared of city rats. So
I am too. That thing big.
All right, so you killed the bear. Yesterday we killed the bear in the morning time.
Mm-hmm.
Will we have to wait to get kind of the sun going down? Like maybe what, 3 hours, 5 hours? You think it's a roast style?
Depends on how we cook it, but I'd cook it. I'd slow cook it probably for about maybe 2-3 hours.
3 hours.
But that's like a slow cook, so the juices are gonna stay in there. It's gonna be cooked thoroughly, all that.
So what? Let's go on with this. So what would be the quickest meat to cook just for survival? Like a little squirrel.
Oh yeah.
Or
squirrel, snakes, possum. I know people that have. I've never done it. I don't know if I would do it. I guess the situation dictates, but raccoon.
I'm gonna tell you, I was about to take it somewhere else, but that's another story. But go ahead.
I mean, the situation dictates. No, but yeah, I mean, squirrel, snakes. That's the quickest ones.
So how would you dictate a non-poisonous snake from a regular snake? What should we look for?
So it depends on where you are.
Let's say we're in Florida.
If you're in Florida, look for the bright colors. Bright colors are usually the ones that are poisonous, but still, I mean, you got water moccasins that aren't,
Them things
are not bright. Yeah. But you got to look for the heads. So the heads, the poisonous, are going to be in a pointed shape, while the non-venomous ones are going to be more round.
Okay. Let's go on and talk about our Patriots, man. What are you looking forward to in the off season for us, man? I'm excited personally for Bill O'Brien coming back. I think Mac Jones will be maybe a top 10 quarterback, maybe a top 15 quarterback with him at helm. If we can get make some other moves, I'm all for D-Hop coming. If we can give him 2 5s, 2 fifth rounders for him. I don't think he got too much left on that contract. So
yeah.
But I don't want Damien Harris to come back. He sneaked up too much. You know what I mean? I like the running back coming from Tulane. You know what I mean? He's coming in the draft. Or if he can move up and get Blake Corum, I'd be excited about that.
But how do you think we could go again to go that route and get him?
I think he's going to be like a third rounder.
Possibly.
Blake, you know what I mean? Blake Corum about to be like a third rounder. You know what I mean? But I'm hoping Zappy beats Mac Jones out in the training camp. That's what I'm hoping for.
That's what I'm hoping for. You. Okay, so that was one of the things I was gonna say. So I like Mac Jones. Don't get me wrong, but Zappy, he showed me a little something. You know what I mean? So I think if he dedicates his time, this offseason, I think he'll beat Mac Jones.
I just like his release is much quicker than Mac, and Mac hesitates.
See, what I think, and yes, he does hesitate. What I think is that with the O-line that we have right now, is good for Zappy, but not good for Mac Jones.
Look at the offense. You notice the offense was completely different, night and day.
Yeah,
with Zappy and Mac Jones in the game.
Yep. I mean, it was it was quicker. Everybody was flowing. The synapses were firing. You know what I mean? Like everything was flowing good. Honestly, I wish we kept Zappy in for a couple more games because who knows? We could have did something.
I'm saying this, man. Hindsight's 2020, and is you know what I mean. If my aunt had a wing dang, she'd be my uncle. But I really feel like we left like 3 games on the table.
Yeah. There's questionable games where I think that if we could have won it, if situations were different, because of just horrible, and it's leadership, but horrible, just
definitely that Raiders game.
Oh yeah,
Baltimore, I think we should have won.
Baltimore, yeah.
Minnesota.
I hate Minnesota, so yeah.
So that's like 3 games right there.
Yeah.
If we won them 3 games, we've been in the playoffs.
And then who knows? We could have did something. We could have beat whoever.
Yeah, because it really upset me, like how Buffalo looked so dominant, and what they got by Cincinnati, and what we did to Cincinnati, and they got way more talent than us.
I like Buffalo. I just like who all is on Buffalo. Yes, they are a dominant team. But yeah, all that just makes no sense on what happened. I feel like going back to Patriots, I feel like we just need to, and I feel like I say this every year, but we just need to take this offseason, build up, be smart, and break down what we did wrong. I guess it's the 3 B's in football.
Like, I don't understand how you Bill suspended Jack Jones for the rest of the season. This,
I don't know.
like, sometimes I think Bill gets so cocky, man, and it cost us. Let me say this: he cost us the Eagles Super Bowl. I'm telling you that right now. He cost us that Super Bowl not having Malcolm Butler in the game. He was a sure tackler. He might have got burnt a little bit, but nobody's popping, no receiver's popping 30 yards off him. He's not making no tackle. Mm-hmm. So I think that was a bad move. And now this, messing up a stud receiver, a stud receiver, stud DB, young incumbent from, which should have easily, if he didn't have a little checker pass in school, could easily been a first or second rounder. But we got it off the humbug. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things I think just in the NFL that's happened that have been worse than it ever has. I feel like there's a lot more situations that happen that shouldn't. A lot of players, getting hurt for stupid reasons. There's just a whole bunch of things, and it caused to where we're at right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, I hate the Chiefs. I would not like to see them in the Super Bowl. I feel like they weaseled their way through again, but that's just me.
Like, I really, I'm not a really big Patrick Mahomes fan.
No.
Like, because I don't like how they overhype him. You know what I mean?
I don't like Andy Reid either.
I like Andy, though. Andy got a sweet part. He got a sweet spot in my heart because he's definitely a great mind, on the offensive side of the ball. But I really think Patrick Mahomes, I see them throws from Brett Favre. I see them throws from Aaron Rodgers. So when they be, oh my God, you see Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much he's a watered down Michael Vick.
No, come on. You don't got no Michael Vick speed, dog.
No, that's what watered down.
Like,
but I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like he'll try to move and jug and then sidearm it, take off, do something. He's a watered down Michael Vick, and like you were saying, everybody, we've seen that before. He ain't doing anything special. You know what I mean? Like he scrambles like I feel like he scrambles like 80% of the time, and then he makes a lucky pass.
Breaking news also, guys. It looks like the Lakers are trading Russell Westbrook for D'Angelo Russell.
What'd you think about that?
I don't know, man. D'Angelo been struggling too. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
That's like trading a Lunchable for Hot Pocket.
Dang. Hold on, is it the nacho Lunchable?
No, it's the great value. You know the great value with the cheap sauce and shit on it. You got some ketchup on it. Like,
that's nasty.
Like, I really don't think that's the greatest move.
No, they could have did better than that.
And Mike Conley goes to Utah Jazz, I'm thinking. Or was he already at the Jazz? Where Mike Conley at? No, he's going to Minnesota. Mike Conley's going to Minnesota. It's a 3-way deal, team deal. D'Angelo Russell is going back to the Lakers, and Westbrook is going to Utah, and Mike Conley is going to Minnesota.
What do you think they're trying to do with D'Angelo, though? That's what I want to know.
I'm guessing. In a way, I understand it because he's more of a he's a little bit better shooter, a little bit better shooter than Westbrook.
A little bit.
The assists you're dropping with the assists.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what to really think about this trade, man. Like,
the only thing I can say is I guess we'll just see. Because I mean, I really don't see.
I don't know how you got better.
Anything crazy?
Maybe get the money. The money is different, I guess, from the contract. I don't know how much D'Angelo Russell making, but it's definitely crazy to me. Wow, but yeah, Patty Mahomes, like, he doesn't really do it for me. But I'm going for the Eagles to win it.
I'm going for the Eagles.
I'm going for the Eagles to win it.
Listen, I'd rather have the Eagles win than Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. I saw this.
We beat them in 2004, though, man. You know.
Yeah, we sure did. But I saw this picture on Facebook, and it was like Tom Brady walking away and Patrick Mahomes coming. He's like, "All right, you got it, bud." And I was just like, "No." like no, that's not.
I don't know. You're
not even the same level.
I don't know why. I don't know if you're really into the. I know you'd be looking, but you don't really be looking about our chat, the uncensored chat, and on Facebook. But to this day,
I try, but y'all be blowing it up, and I'm like, all right, I'll try to read this, and then I
am so serious. Something. I'm so serious about this. Tom Brady. I have him number one uno of all time greatest QBs.
Oh, yeah, he's got to take GOAT.
Like, and people, Joe Montana is undefeated. Blah, blah, blah. Terry Bradshaw's undefeated.
I mean, you gotta think of how many records he's broken. You know, think of where he came from. He came from nothing.
Man, he was collecting water and Gatorade while Charles Woodson was winning a Heisman. Come on.
His 40 was slower than a lineman.
Yeah. He wouldn't even made the league now.
That's exactly the point. He was a slum of a quarterback coming into the NFL. But look at him. The longest running person. I can't remember who it was. But when he first got in the NFL, they were like, he can't throw a spiral. But yeah, I guess you don't need a spiral when you're Tom Brady and you can do it for over 20 years. But he loves the game. He's smart. You know, like I said, look how many records he's broken. I mean, a lot of people are going to be like, Tom Brady this, Tom Brady.
Man, look
they're going to say
receivers he threw at, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's another one. But I mean, that's just luck of the draw. But I mean, if you think back in the day when he first got his rise and shine after Bledsoe got hurt, he didn't really have any like major big names. But guess what? Still went to the Super Bowl. So, I mean,
it's like the same thing for like LeBron, Tom Brady. Like they're like one and 1A.
Yeah,
the most hated players. You know what I mean?
Easily,
individually they're individual sports. Like they're the most hated of all time. I give it like that. It'd be LeBron, Tom Brady, Floyd Mayweather. They can have a Rat Pack, like the most hated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like People love the bounty hunter more than they love Tom Brady.
Hey.
Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. But yeah, no, I don't know why. You know, I mean, just people just love to hate. You know, he's successful, so people hate him. It's gonna happen. But I mean, if you sit back and look at his stats, you can't say he's not the greatest.
Like, how can you even open your mouth and say something disgusting like that, man? Like, how can, it's like, it's ridiculous. It definitely is ridiculous, man. But I'm hoping he signed this 1-day contract and retires a Patriot, man. Like this.
Hey, I hope.
This is.
I'm happy that Kraft did that. That he was like, hey, I'm gonna do a 1-day contract just to retire as a Patriot. I hope he does.
It's still unbelievable that he really left. You know what I mean? It's like you having a girlfriend, right? And she tell you, I mean, every day, I hate your fucking guts. and she finally leaves the house and leave you with nothing in there except for hot dogs and bolognas with no bread and just mustard to survive. Like, it's hard to believe till you see that house is empty.
Right.
And you know what I mean? I just wonder what he could have done if they could have mended that relationship, man. And he just stayed and finished out, man.
I think they could have at least, and now whoever's listening, don't get on me. I don't care what you got to say. I think they could have got at least 2 more Super Bowls.
I'm right with you, man. I'm right with you.
Because I know they would have kept a strong team around him. They already know how he plays. They know who he's, good with. All this talent that has came in since he's left.
I don't think Gronk would have left.
No. Well, actually, no. Because weren't they giving him to the Lions?
Yeah. And
so that's why he retired.
I think Tom could have fixed it out, man. Tom is like glue, like Gorilla Glue. You got a weak ass handle. You put some Gorilla Glue on it, it's gonna stay strong.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. If Tom would have stayed there, we could have had a good 20 plus years.
Man,
good 20 plus years of just always winning.
So, you know what I mean? You're a Florida State guy, man.
Yes, sir.
What's your thoughts about Mike Corval getting an extension, and what predictions do you have for your team coming up this year?
Ooh. So Norvell, I believe he's good. I believe the team responds good to him. Everybody's clicking. I mean, you can see it after the games. I mean, if you go on FSU's Instagram page, and every single time they win or even lose, they're in the locker room and they're going good. It's not, there's no ill will. There's no I hate this. The coach is not shooting down on these players. Like, he's just trying to lift them back up. And that's why these players respect him. And if, these freshmen, sophomore, juniors that, are going to be playing next year, it's going to be a good team. And, I can see this upcoming season is going to be a good one. If you saw what they did this year, I think they're going to do better next year.
Do you see them beat Clemson?
Never know. I don't. Norvell could have some tricks up his sleeve. I don't know.
I'm just trying to poke the bears, see what you say.
Hey, listen, I would love to see them do it, but I'm not sure.
But because they're like the Alabama of that division, man. It's like.
I hate Alabama.
Even with a terrible quarterback, they still like.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. Well, we don't have a terrible quarterback. We got a pretty good quarterback.
I'm not saying you.
Oh no, I know what you're
But
saying.
EJ was not really that guy.
Yeah, but I believe we could if he comes up with the good amount of plays to counter, their defense, and even with the offense, with Clemson's offense, we can get a solid defense, which we do, and counter that, we'll be good. We'll beat them.
Well, how do you feel about the team? Down the road, University of Miami, man. What's going on with them?
Why are you gonna talk about one of my rivals, dog?
I'm just saying you're in them streets. You know what I mean? Florida State fans, Miami fans, they talk manner. So what's your thoughts about them, man? And Deion's stealing one of their players too. Do you feel good about that? McCourty, what's his name? McCourty, what's his name? Wow, what's the cornerback he stole? McConaughey, McCain, or some shit like that. I think he's a 5-star coming out of high school.
Here's the thing with Deion Sanders. I think, he moved, right? So he's gonna try to recruit everyone he can.
Mm-hmm.
So to say he stole is sort of like you're sort of reaching for that because
flipped.
Okay,
flipped another 5-star out of Florida.
Okay, so flip, right? You got to think these young kids are gonna want to play under Deion Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you think about it. If say you're about to play college ball. Yeah, I mean, you can go to any college you want, but wouldn't you want to go to a college where there was an NFL coach, NFL athlete coach that's coaching that team? There's a better shot of you getting in the NFL because of that. Because he knows the NFL program. Mm-hmm. He knows how to train people, how to do this, how to do that.
Look what the staff just did with. So I'm gonna say this right now. He should have been, if he had 16 games, he'd been defensive player of the year, rookie defensive player of the year. Mm-hmm. James Houston. He only played 6 games, had 8 sacks, but they didn't put his hand in the dirt at Florida. You know what I mean? Didn't have him as an edge rusher at Florida. He came to Jackson State, and him and Jeff Weeks and the defensive staff made him into an elite pass rusher.
Yeah.
So he got one in the league. He might get another one in the league this year with, from Jackson State before he left. Aubrey Miller, which came from Missouri, and had a good FCS career. And, he improved. He looked good at the East-West Shrine game, right? Mm-hmm. So, his track record of, man, look what I did in the FCS level and getting people in the league. Look what all the stuff we got now at Colorado with, the equipment, all the stuff, extra perks.
Yeah.
And my connections with the NFL. I'm cool with The Rock, the XFL. You know what I mean? So
that's what I'm saying.
All the resources, definitely, the eye is definitely going to be there. Look, Lil Wayne just recently went to Colorado just to visit.
Oh, I saw that. And he was walking through the locker room. He goes, "This is the locker room?" Bro, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have someone that's so well known, so he's just great. These kids are gonna want to go, so they're gonna get flipped. That's just the name of the game.
And why are we there, man? I'm saying I've been telling people, especially my regular on Mondays, Chris Dietz. I told him.
Shout out to Chris.
Chris Dietz, you know what I mean, excellent on Fifth Down Sports. I told him a win is 6 games. If he can get 6 games out of 1-11, whatever they were last year in Colorado was terrible.
Mhm.
That's a win, especially coming from FCS to FBS. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's a totally different game. You know what I mean? With all, especially in the pack. You know what I mean? Pack with their, you know, USC, UCLA, you know, all Utah. You can get that like 6 wins. That's great.
Yeah. I feel like if he can flip all the players he can, put them together, you know, make them click. I feel like he can do good this year. You know, from starting fresh, new. You know, I feel like he'll be good. I don't think he has to worry about that.
Before we get out of here, man, I gotta say this, man. My boy did it, man. The King did it. 38,000 points, man. You know what I mean? The man from Akron, Ohio. You know what I mean? The man I was watching since I was a pissant to a grown man now. The man did it, man. And it's really unbelievable to see somebody really get that record. It's been sitting there for, you know what I mean, what, almost 40 years? You know what I mean? Close to almost 40 years. It definitely was crazy, man. I wish he could have got the win. You know what I mean? Nobody want to score all, you know what I mean, break a record and lose. But, man, what was your thoughts about seeing that, man, that magic, man, even though you hate him? What was that like, man? Because you might not – I know people say this now. I don't see nobody lasting 20 years.
No.
You know what I mean? On a regular.
No.
Like, you see Steph right now. He's leg all tore up. You know what I mean?
He's like D-Wade. I'm not D-Wade. Derrick Rose.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, he's starting to go down that slope. But, I mean, before I hit on LeBron, I'm just going to say it. You know, there's not a lot of people that are going to dedicate their life to sports like Tom Brady, LeBron James, all that. You got to be a different breed to do that. I do hate LeBron.
Hey, Kobe, you can give Kobe that too. He
was
a freak in the gym.
No, he was, yeah. But you know, I don't like LeBron, but I do like how he is as an athlete. He dedicates everything to the sport.
You hear that, Snowman? Do you hear that, Snowman?
No, listen, Snowman. I don't like him though. But you know, now going to the moment. So I like, it doesn't matter who it is. You know, I like when people break records because it's a big moment. It's a big moment in history. I mean, you know, what was it, 38 years? Or close to 40, like you were saying? You know, that it had no one's had came close. Almost 4 decades. No one's came close to beating it. Oh, no, wouldn't say it came close, but you know, no one's beaten it. Now, I saw something, and it might be wrong. I didn't look all the way into the facts, but LeBron James is 38, correct? He got 38,000, right?
Yeah.
He did it on the 38th day of the year. Are you seeing all the numbers line up right now?
Yeah, I don't do all the numbers though. I ain't account.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's wild. But I mean it's cool, and you know, I respect him breaking the record, and you know, good on him. I don't want to say, you know, I hope he has a great career, you know, lasting career, but you know,
but
he can stop, and I won't really care.
Hey, before we get out of here, how's your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training been going?
Ooh. Killing me, man, killing me. Oh no, it's good. I do hope to compete in April and in May. In 2 big tournaments.
With the NAGA?
I'm sorry?
The NAGA?
No. One of them is the IBJJF.
Oh, you going to big tournament? You going
Yes,
you going
sir.
to Karate Kid tournaments?
Yes, sir.
100 plus.
The other one is a local one that's big around here though. But that's I've been training real hard. I've been trying to put blood, sweat, and tears into it. Trying not to get choked out while training. But I've been
Choking is the key, man.
Yeah.
Getting choked out to learn. You learn
No, honestly, that is. But I'm just trying to be a well-rounded person. I'm trying to get out of my escapes. Trying to get comfortable in mount. Trying to get out of side control. Just for everyone that doesn't understand what I'm saying, I'm sorry. Just go look it up on YouTube.
That's why I like to. When I was going against, competing.
Yeah.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and just MMA in general. I like to going against smaller guys, and I use all my strength because they're able to flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like a big guy, and work with different bodies because normally the smaller guys are quick and they got good guards. And, good just guards in general. Side, all they know how to move better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're bulky guys. We depend on our strength.
Yeah.
They depend more on their technique. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm the same way. I like going up with skinny guys, guys that are super flexible because it's like, all right, he could possibly get me in a triangle right here. So let me try to figure out, a way to get out of that. But like you're saying, going up guys, our size or, even bigger, it's sort of just like a strength match. Who can tire out who first.
Especially they got good half guards.
Yeah,
they got really good half guards, and they do like butterfly trips, and you know what I mean. They just think about small man shit. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So and you know what I mean. I just like I don't like going against assholes just super leg happy because I don't tear my shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but, I will say like the group of people that I train with, we're all good, and there's a variety of us. It's not just a lot of skinny guys and then me, there's big guys and all that too. But I mean, it's I've been getting all around training, so I hope in the future these two competitions that I'm possibly going to, I'll be ready for it, and I can do something. Hope I get gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gold is always good, man. Gold is always good. But man, if anybody in your gym is MMA fighters, let them know. I love to have them on.
I got you.
All right. But what you got coming up on Dev Lowe's Adventures before we get out of here?
Let's see. So I gotta finish up the goats. I'm gonna be going camping again, but I'm gonna switch it up from what I did last time. It was more of just showing my camping. It wasn't. I didn't go too deep into it. I'm gonna do a little bit more. Hopefully I can. When I go to these tournaments, I can get some footage of that. Let's see. I'll be there's a lot of things I can do, but there is going to be one, but it's going to be in June that I think everybody's going to like. I'm going to try and climb one of the biggest mountains in New Hampshire and Maine. So that's gonna be a crazy video.
Damn, you want to try climbing?
But not like legit climbing, but like I'm gonna walk up.
Oh, I thought you were talking about some Mission Impossible.
No.
I'm rock climbing.
Nah, I mean there's some. I've been up it before, but I haven't been up in like 10, 12 years, so different body, you know what I mean? but I'm gonna.
Okay, you trying to hike the mountain?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, there's spots when you're like this, and you can pretty much just touch in front of you, and you touch on the ground. That's how steep it is. But I mean, there's there's things I'm gonna show like natural flowing waters that come from the mountain. I'll drink from that, and I'll explain.
How you know it's clean, man?
Because it's natural, baby. Natural spring water. Now, I won't just take it from any. You know what? I'm gonna save that for the video. Don't worry.
Say that for me. I watched.
All right.
But you know what I mean? It's been another episode of Midday Sports with Rod. And let me say this.
What's up?
Braun, dialing. I told you MJ is the GOAT of tennis shoes. But that's another story. And we're out of here. We're out of here.
Why you gonna do that? Why you gonna do that?